Welcome to the Compulsive Investor channel. In this video, I'm going to do a walkthrough of a property that I just looked at in Highland Square. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with just under 1,100 square feet. Before I tell you what the property sold for, I'm going to play the video. Remember, they're asking 10 grand for this property. So let's go ahead and watch the walkthrough. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Right away, you can tell that it's going to need a new porch. There's something going on with the roof overhang on the porch. It's going to need a whole new roof actually. So you can tell when we look from the inside. Someone had purchased this house a couple years ago, and
it'll take a while to get rid of all these tires.
They didn't do a very good job with whatever they were doing. It looks like they started to enclose the back porch, and when they should have spent more time securing the roof, first of all.
Somebody's doing something. They wrapped it up and stuff.
When we come around the front, here's where you can see the extent of how bad the porch is.
What's that?
This happens sometimes when somebody comes, sees a property and they don't want anybody else to see it. They'll either hide the key or take it with them.
There's no lockbox. Back door's supposed to be open. There's a padlock on it. I wonder where the padlock key would be.
That's what sometimes somebody else probably did.
Yeah.
So nobody else comes and looks at
So
it.
we don't look at it, yeah. Poke around and see
They-
if you see key.
They probably locked it on the way out.
Finally found the key, and at this point, this is where I started getting a little bit of deja vu.
It just looks vaguely familiar to me.
Yes, it does.
Did I look at this already?
You might have
Yes, you dummy, you did.
2 years ago. And when he sent me, I had 7 work. I'm like,
I vaguely remember being here.
At the time, I thought it was too big of a project. Whoever had purchased it 2 years ago had not done a whole lot.
Yeah,
There's a
like
few
right
places here where the floor was a
Yeah.
little bit soft.
All new floor.
I'll have to take a closer look down in the basement. We're in the kitchen here. There's a bath to the right. And here's where we walk into the living room. And there appears to be a family room or something over
Yeah,
there.
this
Maybe
is
that
not
could have been
like
used as a
shell.
bedroom,
I
possibly.
wish they'd take pictures of these places.
When we come down into the basement, we can see where, or the reason why that floor was sagging down here. It needs new posts to support it. New electrical work. I have to replace all the wiring, the panel, new plumbing. I don't mind doing all that. Some of it I do it myself, some I hire it out. I actually like doing the plumbing. I enjoy putting the PEX pieces together. It's one of my, kind of like working with Tinker toys. Reminds me of my childhood. I've got a friend that's a structural engineer. I'd have him take a look at this before I would do anything. See what he thought. This is not something I'd attempt on my own without having an engineer look at it.
do foundation.
Well, one thing is there's beams that are loose there, floor joists that'll have to be.
It could be
replaced.
saved, but just require a lot of work.
That's why that floor is caving in there.
This floor here is uneven, it's sagging here, really bad.
And that's because of that right there.
Look at
Floor
the sag.
joist is hanging down.
Jacked up bad, yeah.
Somebody already did something there.
Right here, right back in this hole.
Yeah, I looked in there. I think it's just under the
That's
porch.
the porch, yeah, and it's soaked.
Yeah, we need a new porch on both sides. All
See, they've tried to pull this out of here, see that, Mike? They tried to pull this out of here and scrap it.
Oh, so people didn't.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's
You
why
what?
the windows are broke out and everything, and then they hear somebody and they run. It's just that way.
Watch this first step. It's a doozy there.
Now let's go ahead and go up and look at the upstairs. It's got the 2 bedrooms up here and I think it was a half bath. But I think probably put a full one in here as well.
Yeah, this floor up here is all wavy, and
At this point, I was thinking of maybe if I wanted to do the work myself,
these are rough, like
maybe
really
offering
quick.
2 or 3 grand.
Feel like I'm walking around the hole in the wall.
Yeah, this is worse than the hole in the wall.
See, here's where I was saying you could look through that window and see through places in the ceiling
And it
there.
says on the listing, it says ready for rehab.
Yeah, you can see right through the roof. I can't believe the person that bought this 2 years ago didn't take care of the roof first. That's like basic 101.
You gotta,
When
Definitely
securing a
take
property,
care
you want to take care of that roof
More like two.
before you start working on enclosing the back porch.
I write it.
That's
think
kinda
about it,
silly.
'cause I'm thinking
But
about
unfortunately, there are a lot of idiots that go out and
more
buy
than I'm thinking.
buy
I don't know.
properties thinking that they're going to fix them
Yeah,
up
'cause
and
it's
flip
wavy.
them. When in reality, they create a mess. But in the long run, that property ends up back on the market, and a lot of times you can get those for pretty cheap.
Just has standard moisture setting.
Yeah. Well, all the holes in the roof.
Yeah.
I would need to put a roof on it first of all.
Gotta go first, and you got a lot of decking in this place too.
Yeah.
So what do you think? This property actually sold for $8,000. I'm not surprised by that because I know how crazy the market is right now. It's really hot, it's really crazy, but I still can't believe that someone paid that much for this property. I wouldn't have paid that much. The only reason I was considering this property is because it's in a neighborhood where Akron is doing a revitalization program where they're putting a lot of money into certain neighborhoods and building them up. There's several new houses right on the same street as this property, so it really would be a good place to invest. So why are people paying so much money for these properties that are in this bad a condition? Well, it all comes down to cash flow, because even though you might overpay for a property in a good market, you might overpay for that property, but as long as the rent is high enough that you still have good cash flow, that's what you want to get. That's why I love investing in Akron, Ohio. You can get properties for relatively low price and high rent at the same time. Both of those together equal a high return. So that's why I love to invest in Akron. In the next several weeks, I'm going to be demoing my business systems that I use to keep organized. So stay tuned for future videos from the Compulsive Investor channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe.